Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Olufonde Additional, your pod farmer. I'll be talking about rabbit agro business. So I'll be taking you through a brief introduction into rabbit farming, talking about the rabbit breeds that you can get to venture into, talking about their feeding, talking about the housing system in rabbits. Then we get to talk about the routines, how you get to take care of rabbit. Then finally, we'll wrap up this video by showing you the marketing systems that you can use for your rabbit production. Kindly stick with me as I take you through this video. Okay, it promises to be a very enlightening and educative one. Stick with me once again. Let's start with the terminologies in rabbit. The first one we are going to be talking about is the kit. A kit is a baby rabbit. Then the second one is a buck. A buck is a male rabbit. The third terminology we'll be talking about is the doe. A doe is a female rabbit. And the term kindling. What is kindling? This is the art of giving birth in a rabbit. Then we'll talk about call or calling. This is the art of selecting or separating a rabbit out of many other rabbits. So we talk about prolific. Prolific is producing offspring in abundance. That is what prolific is all about. Finally, what is a hutch or cage? This is a confinement whereby a rabbit is being kept. That is a hutch or cage. Rabbit, as we know, is a pseudo-ruminant animal. Because they consume grasses doesn't make them a ruminant animal. They have no four-compartment stomach. Although they are very prolific, which make them very profitable. So if you are a farmer and you want to venture into agriculture, it is good for you to start with rabbit production because it helps a lot of people, mostly youth. The main reason is because it has a low cost of production. The capital you need to start rabbit production is not on the high side. And one other advantage is that it is not time consuming. So you have little capital to start and you have your time to yourself. Now let me go into the uses of rabbits. The first one is that we use rabbit for the fur. What is the fur? This is the outer covering of the rabbit. We use this in making coats and hats. Another uses of rabbit is for food. Rabbit meat is a very good source of protein, so we use this as a source of food. Also medically, it is mostly used as experimental animals. So in the medical system, they use rabbit for experiment. So that is the medical uses. Then coming to the agricultural part, we use rabbit urine and feces for fertilizer. We use them as fertilizer. And the good part of it is that even we get to use rabbit urine for pest management, whereby as you are using the urine and the feces for fertilizer, the urine is also helping to take care of pests on your farm. Lastly, on the introduction, rabbit is so prolific that each doe can produce 4 times in a year. That is how prolific a rabbit is. We have various forms of rabbit breed that varies from one environment to the other. We have some that are indigenous to some particular environment, and we have others that has been genetically modified. So as a beginner, it is advisable for you to start with a rabbit breed that is indigenous to your environment, so you'll be able to learn and grow with that. So I'll be talking about some rabbit breeds, but I'll just be mentioning 4 out of the whole breed that we have, because we have quite a number of them. The first one I'll be talking about is the chinchilla. Chinchilla is a rabbit breed that grows to around 3.5 rather to 4 kg when properly fed. That is when you can achieve this. It is a good source of meat and is used for fur production. The second one I will talk about is the New Zealand white. New Zealand white, it grows to 5 kg at maturity. Note that, at maturity. It's also a good source of meat and is used for fur too. The third one I will be talking about is the Flemish giant. The Flemish giant, they are very big breed of rabbits. They grow up to 7 kg at maturity. It is also good breed for production of meat and for production. Then the last one I'll be talking about is Dutch. Dutch is a small breed of rabbit. Although it is easily identified due to its colorful pattern. It is a small breed of rabbit with 2 kg to 2.5 kg, and it's also good for pets because you get to train them easily. So we have quite a number of rabbit breed apart from these 4. We have others like California white, we have Angora, and what have you. As I told you at the beginning, rabbit house is also called hutch. So this is a place or a confinement where you get to keep your rabbit. You can make the rabbit hutch yourself, and you can give it to professionals to help you in the construction. You can make it with wood, concrete, or whatsoever materials you have at your disposal. For those that are just starting out or producing for just family consumption or in little quantity, you can get to do your rabbit farm in your background, your basement, or your garage. But for those that are into commercial production, they will need large space for them to be able to produce commercially. It's either you have a barren hutch that is just a barren cage with no ability of the rabbit to be able to exhibit their natural characteristics, and you can also have the reinforced one too that will give your rabbit the ability to be able to exhibit their natural characteristics. So this is what you can do on your own, talking about the rabbit housing. Talking about the breeding stock, this is the parent stock that you use in starting your farm. As a beginner, you should look for a reputable source. Also, make sure you start with an indigenous breed. And if you think you are equipped enough, you can go for other foreign breeds. So what you need to do is that you keep the female with the buck for 3 days for mating or copulation. Make sure that after the 3rd day, you separate them, and note that particular day. The main reason is because you start your calculation from that particular day. The gestation period for rabbit is within 28 to 31 days. So you start counting from that particular day so that you will make accurate preparation for the babies of the rabbit. They produce around 6 to 12 babies. So you have to make accurate preparation for the babies that are coming. And one thing is that they can produce up to 4 to 5 times in a year. So you have to be prepared. We all know their forefathers is from the jungle. So their major food is grasses, because that is what they get from their natural habitat. So but should in case you don't have access to grass, you can give rabbit grains. They take peels, potato peels, yam peels, and they take pelletized feed. So you can get your grains, your peels from your kitchen waste, your grasses from your environment, and your pelletized feed, you get to buy that from the store. Okay, and one thing is that you make sure that the percentage of roughages, the grass inside their feed is much, because it's going to help them a lot. There will be a detailed video about this. So one thing you should note is that they take little water once you are taking good care of them, giving them grasses. So you get to feed them in the morning, then you feed them in the evening. As you are giving them feed, you are also giving them water. Talking about marketing ideas, if you are just producing in small quantity for yourself and your family members, you might not bother yourself about marketing. But once you are producing for commercial, that is, you are producing in large quantity, then you need to put your marketing first even before production. So these are the ways you can get to market your rabbit. The first one, which I do myself, is using online marketing. Marketing using my social media handles. The other one is that we have students that use rabbit for their project. So you can supply students in higher institution for their project. You can also supply pharmaceutical companies that use them for projects. So they buy from you too. And we have people that do consume rabbit meat. So you supply restaurants. Once you have an agreement with them, you get to supply them. And the last one, you make use of your local market. So from your local market, you get to be able to meet your seller, you get to be able to meet the buyer one on one, and you sell to them. Remember, if you are into commercial production, you make sure that you have your market before production. So this is going to be the end of this video. I hope you know that this is just a brief introduction into all these aspects, but I will be doing a detailed video on each and every one of them. Make sure you are available. Subscribe if you are here to subscribe to my channel, and turn on your notification bell. Take care.